Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Sunday morning, early Sunday morning, February 16th, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And I was thinking, and I noticed some of y'all said my last couple of videos been motivational. And y'all thanking me for these motivational videos. These my last couple videos been motivational, uplifting, encouraging. Not the doom and gloom or what have you. And you said, Big Wall, you've been on your motivation tip lately, and we appreciate it. And let me get something understood with y'all. I wasn't making that to motivate y'all, to encourage y'all, to uplift y'all. I just happened to let y'all listen in. But it was for me. I was encouraging, motivating, uplifting, pushing myself. And I decided to let y'all listen in on me talking to myself. Because reality is what's for real. I would say all last year, the last few years, even heavier the last few months, I've been going through it. So much so to where I'm having to encourage myself. As the good book say, encourage yourself. So while I'm encouraging myself, I decided to let y'all listen in on it because I know a lot of y'all need encouraging too. Because y'all living in the same life and same world I'm living in, and you might be asking yourself the same question that I've been asking myself lately. What is this? What is what? This shit we call life. What exactly is this? I'm having to encourage myself because now my mind is being bombarded by those thoughts I was telling y'all about, that you were hearing, that I'm telling you that it's not you. I hear those same voices. And a lot of times those voices go to talking to you without your permission. Those voices start asking you questions. Those voices start telling you stuff without you even asking. They just volunteer to ask you a question. They volunteer to tell you things. So these voices been talking to me heavy today and yesterday, day before yesterday. Over and over, constantly asking me these same questions. What are you here for? What is this shit? Why are you here? What is life? What does it mean? Why is it so hard? Why you gotta suffer so much? Even if you ain't suffering, why are they suffering? I'm trying to watch Gunsmoke. My favorite show, Gunsmoke. All I'm doing is trying to watch Gunsmoke. I ain't looking for no trouble. As in, I ain't looking for no smoke. No pun intended. But I'm watching Gunsmoke, enjoying my favorite show. I ain't looking for no trouble. I ain't looking for no sorrow. I ain't looking for no bad news. None of that. And then a commercial come on. with the little boy. What is his name? David. I forgot the little boy's name. When he was 3 years old, he couldn't stand straight. His head started tilting to the side. He would end up diagnosed with some type of brain cancer. A 3-year-old. The St. Jude's commercial for the children's shrine or whatever, the hospital where they're asking you for donations so the family can go in. If they can afford it, they take care of the kid for them. You know, St. Jude. So I'm watching Gunsmoke. The St. Jude commercial come on. One of the saddest commercials and stories I ever heard. And I got a child. So that started making me think, damn, that could be my child. 3 years old, diagnosed. Because I went through something when my son was first born. His first week alive, we had to rush him to the hospital. And he stayed in the hospital for 2 weeks. They didn't know what was wrong with him. Hooked up on all kind of machines. He weighed like 7 pounds. My first and only child, my firstborn. They didn't know if he was going to make it. So that brought back those memories of watching this commercial of this little boy at 3 years old being diagnosed with cancer, and then the family, like, we didn't know, we thought we was going to lose our child, and it just brought back all those memories that I tried to forget for my son. And here come that voice. Since you're such a believer in God, what kind of God would allow that to happen to that 3-year-old boy? What kind of God would let your son be born with autism? What kind of God would let that happen to your child when he was first born? And we still ain't figured out what happened, what was wrong. I don't know, but I still believe. Oh, do you? What is this shit we call life? That's what I've been dealing with lately. If you're wondering why I've been on the motivational tip the last few videos, that's why. I'm motivating myself. Because there are times when I feel like quitting. In spite of what I went through, in spite of my experience, in spite of what I know, in spite of I know all the times God has brought me through. I'm going to repeat that. I tell y'all that God will bring you through because he brought me through. And in spite of me knowing God will bring you through, I still be pissed off sometimes at God. It's so crazy that I'm pissed off at God. He brought me through, but I'm mad that I had to go through it in the first place. Why did I have to be in a situation that I needed you to bring me through? For what? Why is that necessary? Is suffering really necessary? Why I gotta look forward to another life to where there won't be no suffering? Why couldn't it have been this one? You know, it's with the voices in my head that I keep hearing that make a lot of sense. See, these voices in my head ain't asking no stupid questions. The voices in my head are asking legitimate questions that make a lot of sense. Because I heard that in the next life, there won't be no more suffering and pain. But the voice in my head say, why couldn't be this life? Oh, it's hot. Why it couldn't be this life? The way it wasn't no pain and suffering. I was taught that I'm no good, we as human beings are no good. Hold on, this clown. And then, not just the bullshit we dealing with right now. The entire history of mankind. The entire story of our existence. All of the wars. Hold on, this clown. Again. Israel, well, I can't say the I word. All the different wars, Ukraine, Russia, and the J people, and the Gaza people, and just all this different stuff that's going on. Why? They just unaliving each other. And it ain't no big deal. We have our so-called leaders that will sit by and watch their people suffer, struggle, need help, won't help them, and to turn right around and use the people's money to help somebody else from somewhere else. And we got to sit by and watch that. What is this shit? We get to go to work, even though we ain't asked to have to work, but we have to work. We get to go to work all week long, slaving and toiling. Most of us on jobs we hate, can't stand. To make our few little chips, only to have it, the majority of it taken from us without our permission. We ain't got no choice, no say so. They just take your money. And then use your money to not help you or your folks. Take your money and send it somewhere else. And you can't do nothing about it. If you don't go along with it, they lock you up. Take all your, whatever you got left, they take that. Because you don't want to allow them to steal your money that you work for from you and then blow it in your face and dare you to do something about it. What is this shit called life? Who came up with this idea? Who thought this was, yeah, it's a good idea, life. I'm gonna create life. And I want it to be hard. I want it to be a lot of suffering, a lot of pain. Who came up with that idea? God? Again, I believe in God now. I know God that brought me through a lot. But I still sit down and I ask God to come sit down with me. Because I want to talk to you. I talk to God one-on-one. I want to talk to you. I got some questions. And you ain't got to answer. I don't run nothing. I ain't the boss. I know you the boss. And I ask a lot of questions. The same questions I'm asking y'all. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you what answer he gave me. So again, I ask, what are we here for? What were you thinking? Why did you do this? What's the point? What are you trying to prove here? Were you bored? You live forever. Nobody can hurt you or do anything to you. I'm talking to me and God having a conversation. I'm just filling y'all in on what I talked to him about, what I asked him. I've been having this conversation with him for about 30 years now. all the way back to the 90s. I've been having these conversations with him. When I was young in high school and before that, I ain't talked to him. I just believed in God because my mom and them told me. But when I got out here in this real world, and life upside the head, I started talking to, hey, where you at, bruh? You know, my mama told me about you. Where you at? And I've been asking questions ever since. And I'm going to tell you what answers I got. But these are the questions I've been asking. What is this shit called life? Why are we here? Why did you do this to us? Because I feel like something was done to us. Unless I could be wrong. I don't remember what happened before we got here. I don't remember where I was before I came here. I don't know. I don't know if I existed somewhere else before I came here. And I don't know that I might have been asking God, send me to earth. I don't know. But if I did ask to come here, because I didn't know no better, I didn't know what I was getting myself into, because I promise you, if I'd have known it was going to be like this, ain't no fucking way. Would you? If you had the option, and you knew it was going to be what it is, you knew before you came here, and you had a choice in the matter, and God broke it down to you, hey, I'm giving you a choice to go to be born on earth. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be painful. A lot of suffering. And if you make the wrong decisions, you won't be able to come back here with me. You're going to go down there with Satan. So if you go down there, I can't guarantee you that you're going to make it back. You want to go? I don't remember that conversation. Because I would have said, hell no. I'll stay right here. Let me go back in here and watch the game with Jesus. I ain't going down there. Let somebody else do it. Maybe there's something that's a little too heavy for some of y'all. Just click off. I'm just explaining to you who wondering what's up with you need motivational videos lately. It ain't for you. I promise you it ain't. If it helped you, I'm happy for you. I was doing that for me. I got an inner struggle going on right now. Just like y'all. I'm trying to figure this shit out too. That's why y'all relate to me, because I ain't got all the answers. We're trying to figure this shit out together. I'm trying to figure it out too. I don't know what's going on and I don't like it. I ain't checking out. I ain't going nowhere to my time. But I have many days. I don't want to be in this. I don't want to do this shit. I have many days when I wake up in the morning and I sit on the edge of the bed. And I don't be in no hurry to leave out the house. I have many days when I'm off. And I will wake up and go back to sleep. And then wake up again and lay there until I go back to sleep. Because I don't want to get up and go out here and face this shit. I ain't going to do nothing to myself. But I have many days. Do I want to go out here and face this shit? Can you relate? Can you relate? What about you? I'm strong. One of the strongest on the planet. I'm a soldier. And I still have many days. I don't want to do this shit no more. And I ain't going to do myself like I wanted to do it. Now, I ain't doing that. There ain't no option no more. So I'm going to ride it on out. I'm going to ride these storms. That don't change the fact. And I can be honest with y'all. I have many mornings. It ain't the alarm clock that wake me up. Because a lot of times I wake up before the alarm clock even go off. I wake up many nights. I beat the alarm clock up. Because I'm restless. Life is beating the shit out of me. And I can't do nothing about it. Can't whoop life. Life is undefeated. At some point in time, me, you, everybody I know, everybody you know, life gonna kill them. One day, life gonna kill me. Life ain't never lost a battle with no man or woman or child. I have to accept that. I don't like that. I don't like being weak. Now, I may not be weak compared to a lot of y'all, but when it comes to life, I'm just a baby. At its mercy. I don't like that. When it comes to life, I'm powerless. You powerless. You helpless. When it comes to life, life can do anything to you it want to do. What is this shit called life? It can do anything to you, and you can't do nothing about it. Oh, we having fun yet? And I went out tonight. As you can see, I stepped out. The boots match the hat. I'm fresh. I went out tonight because this is the type of stuff I do to deal with the pain of what I'm going through, what I feel. I get out of the house, sitting up in there thinking too much, sitting up in there listening to them voices too much, because they ain't gonna shut up. You can say, leave me alone, Satan. Get away from me, Satan. I rebuke you, Satan. And guess what Satan do? You do what? Get away from you? I ain't going nowhere. I come here and let me finish telling you how you ain't shit. Come here and let me finish telling you how you ain't gonna make it. Come here and let me finish telling you they don't love you. Your mama abandoned you. Your dad abandoned you. Come here and let me finish telling you how messed up your life is. Get away from me, Satan. Satan, get behind me. And Satan just still laughing. I ain't going nowhere. What you gonna do about it? Now listen to me, Big Ward. You ain't shit. You ain't gonna never be nothing. You ain't gonna never have nothing. Yeah, you got your little old school. I'm gonna make it break down on you. How about that? Yeah, you got your 2 trucks. But I'm gonna slow the work down. Well, you can't even work them. What you gonna do about it, Big Ward? Let me go talk to God. God, what's up with that? What's up with that? I got 2 trucks and can't work them. Stuff started breaking down, and the money I got saved, I gotta spend it. Bills still coming, and I ain't making nothing to replace. What's up? See, Satan just asked me some good questions, God. And I'm over here asking you, what's up with that? Satan was just telling me, you don't care nothing about us. Satan was just telling me, if he cares so much about you, why he put y'all out here making it so hard for you, if he cares so much about you. That's what Satan just told me about you, God. I'm having a conversation with God that I'm letting y'all listen in on. Satan said, you don't love us. You don't love me. And then he said, this is why. Here go the proof right here that God don't care nothing about y'all. Look at all these babies out here dying. Kids with cancer. Innocent kids getting shot in drive-by. Go ask God why that happened. See what he tell you. And I'm going to end with this. Because when I went ask God all these questions Satan told me to ask him, you remember that answer I was going to tell y'all about? That God gave me? Mm-hmm. You know what the answer was? All them questions, all them problems, all them situations that Satan keep reminding me of that I done went through. Where was your God then? All them situations that I'm going through now. All the situations you may be going through now, them voices in your head telling you ain't going to make it. And I go ask God, what's up with all that? You know what he told me? Nothing. Get it, got it, good. I wish I could have told you something better, but I can't. Bye.